Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. And in this video, I wanted to talk about AT&T's renewed focus into El Paso, what it means, and what it means for AT&T in the short term and midterm. So what I'm seeing, or what I have seen in the relatively short period on new site ads, new CRAN, is really unheard of from AT&T on the wireless side. Now, they've been sprinkling in some CRAN over the years and some new towers, but it was very few in between, and it usually was like far apart. They would build one site, and then they would wait another year and build another site. Now, in the last 6 months, I've gotten like 6, 7 new sites, maybe a few more, and then 4, 5, 6, maybe even as many as 7, 8 CRAN in the market. They did that relatively quick, and sometimes the timelines just add up like that, right? Sometimes it's spread out where the CRAN come first, then the macros. But just looking at the approval period, permits getting approved, zoning, and then the funding already being on the purchase tool, right? It just sometimes happens that way where all of this gets deployed at the same time. And that's what's happening currently in El Paso. There's, site after site being deployed, which is good because these areas have needed these towers like 5 years ago. And some of these areas, I went back to the permit log, and I've seen some of these permits in there in 2014, 15, and 16, but they were canceled. So I know there was a wireless push that the engineers wanted to do, but Randall Stevenson and them told them no in favor of media. I guarantee it that's how it went down. So now, for those of you who have been following the videos, I have been saying that fiber is going to take priority over wireless. And that is, in fact, still the case for 2024 and moving forward. Now, what does that mean, right? It doesn't mean that wireless is going to completely close and needs to be sold off. That's not what that means. There is just a split of CapEx that's going to flip-flop. And I'll give you guys an example, right? And this is just an example. So let's just say previously the split of CapEx was 60-40. 60% wireless, 40% fiber. That's getting ready to flip-flop. It's going to be 60% fiber and 40% wireless. Again, that's just an example. Those are not the exact numbers, right? It could be 45, 55. Who knows? But I have been told with confidence that these numbers are going to flip-flop. Fiber is going to take priority on CapEx. I have been confirmed this 100%. So that means the fiber penetration, that's going to be good for two things, right? Fiber penetration to the home, but also more fiber to the cell. Right? In some areas, there's no 10 gig circuits of AT&T's. So they have to upgrade that as well. Some of these sites are the hubs for the CRAN. So there's more backhaul coming there anyway. If there wasn't any 10 gig previously, there should be now. So all of that, has its pros and cons, right? So wireless, they might not be as active, but you're still going to see sites being upgraded to C-band. You're still going to see some CRAN. You're still going to see new sites, but maybe not as aggressive as they possibly would have been if the numbers were flip-flopped differently, right? If wireless was still 60 and fiber was 40, then wireless would see more activity. But now it's flip-flopping, and then we still have the rumor out there that Ericsson is going to be 100% running a national RAN for AT&T. That's still a rumor that could possibly come to fruition. So that's just something that we have to pay attention for and get the updates as soon as they come in. Of course, I'll let you guys know. But for now, I'm seeing lots of new sites, right? Some CRAN being constructed. Hearing 2024 is going to be CRAN heavy, less macros. So we'll see what happens, right? But that's just for my market. AT&T has been behind here in this market in terms of cell ads. They do have decent amount of share. They're still growing. The converged offer is working. They want to also get to a higher fiber penetration in this market, which is going to also lead to higher wireless share. So they have to take all that into consideration. So they have to build a bit more, right? So the network wasn't as mature here as as say a Dallas or Phoenix or Chicago, right? It was very far behind. Site spacing was big, and that wouldn't the site spacing that wouldn't be good for C-band DoD at all. Site spacing just way too far apart. So now they're tightening the grid, they're densifying a bit. So that's all good to see. We'll see what 2024 brings. But make sure you guys stay tuned to the channel for more. Like, share, subscribe. See y'all in the next one. Peace.